Since the time we started to study history in our school days until the college days, we have been wondering about one particular civilization in the entire world, and that is Egyptian civilization. Yes, so many peoples and scholars have been still wondering how they built these massive pyramids and the great mighty Sphinx statue. Yeah, nobody knows the exact answer for this, but there are several theories and speculations around it. But historians have confirmed in a particular way that these particular sphinx or pyramids are constructed by this particular manner. I think I quite can't agree with that. Yes, if you think that you also cannot agree with those theories and everything, yes, today's video is about the great mighty sphinx statue and let's explore the topic. This is Sean here and welcome to Sean Ideas. First of all, let's see what scholars and historians say today about the Sphinx statue. It was built by Pharaoh Khafre around 4500 years ago and it has the head of Khafre. So, let me now talk about each topic which I couldn't get really agree with this particular fact. Because Khafre, when we talk about Pharaoh Khafre, his sarcophagus or body has not been found yet. It is not found inside the Great Pyramids or also in the Valley of Kings where every pharaoh's body has been found. Let us take a look at the Sphinx statue. Have you ever seen the Sphinx statue in photos or in person? Luckily, yeah. The Sphinx statue is a very massive rock structure that is carved out of a single rock. And if you notice the head of the Sphinx statue, it's quite small compared to the whole body. Yes, this isn't quite right. Several specialists have been telling that every statue in this world that is carved should be proportionate. Yes, if you take your body, your head might be looking smaller than your body, but your head will definitely be proportionate to your whole body. In the matter of Sphinx statue, it doesn't seem right. Yes, the Sphinx statue's head doesn't proportionately align with the body of the Sphinx. This is scientifically proven by several scientists. And next is the erosion patterns around the Sphinx and also on the Sphinx itself. Yes, if you notice the erosion patterns that are surrounded around the Sphinx, it doesn't seem quite like sand erosion or wind erosion. It just looks like a water erosion. Yes, only rapid rain or a major flood could do such like damage to the Sphinx statue and its surroundings. But if you see the head, it doesn't seem like it has any quite erosion patterns or something like that because it actually looks like the head was later carved out of the existing statues. As I told earlier, the face of the Sphinx doesn't align exactly with the body of the Sphinx. So it makes quite right. Maybe Khafre would have carved his own face instead of the original face of the Sphinx statue. And several travelers' accounts that is in the prehistoric times, several Arab historians or Arab travelers have noted like only the head of the Sphinx statue has been peeking out of the sand for several centuries, maybe even a millennia, but who knows? Let's take about the next evidence. Like, have you ever noticed the statue of Anubis? Like sitting pose of the Anubis. Yes, it exactly looks like today's Sphinx statue, just the head is different in both statues. Yes, why couldn't it would have been an Anubis statue? Because Anubis is a ancient god of Egyptian civilization and he was the guardian of the dead. He would judge all the souls who would enter heaven and who would enter hell. Yes, absolutely. He was the guardian and he could might be still a guardian of something, maybe Hall of Records or something. Yeah, it sounds like amazing, but it's just a fact. Let us take a small look about who was Pharaoh Khafre really. Pharaoh Khafre is a pharaoh of the old kingdom and he was quite called as the destructor because he destroyed all the temples and god statues and placed his statue instead of the god statue in order to be declared himself as a god of Egypt. Yes, instead of being a messenger of God, he declared himself as the god of Egypt. So let's just compare. Like as the Arab historian said was true, like the only the face of the Sphinx statue was poking out of the desert, and people were worshipping the god like anything it might be. What if it might be Anubis, and people were worshipping him as real god, and Khafre destroyed the face of Anubis and just replaced his own face with Sphinx statue. But theoretically, we can't just conclude that Sphinx statue belongs to Khafre because we don't know his real face. Until and otherwise we found his sarcophagus, we doesn't know how he really looked like. So it is not quite right to confirm like it was actually belongs to Khafre. And also, still, Sphinx statue might be guarding something, like might be guarding some ancient relics or mysteries, whatever it may be. Only time knows the answer. Yes, in the future videos, I'll be explaining all the particular points, like why Khafre, why Anubis, and I will be explaining all the each and every point with solid evidences. Stay tuned and let's get connected. Bye.